All right, good morning, everyone. Once again, it is Needs More Drums back in Court Farms for our 1,000 Cow series. A beautiful morning in what is now October. I did a few months off camera, just kind of, get some things done around the farm that, you guys have seen before, just some more hay and everything. But there are a couple of things that I do want to update you guys on. And let me just remind you that this is actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the last episode before we actually get the cows. I know I said I'd get them like in December, as soon as winter starts. So it's after this, there's really not that many jobs to be done, and I'll probably just finish them up off camera and then maybe do some contract work to get some extra funds in the bank. And then, yeah, it'll be time. So the next time I talk to you guys, we will have our 1,000 cows on the farm, and we're going to see if all of our hard work paid off or if we're going to, fail miserably and not have enough food or anything for the cows. So we still have a lot to do, but, we will get there. But yeah, let's go to update number one. As we walk around the corner here, you will see something has returned. It is our international tractor. We got it back with a little bit of upgrade. So we put a cab on it, got some nice flashing lights up on the top, some more headlights, and everything makes it way easier to work at night. And we got some wider tires, so it's been really good. Nice new paint job as well. Just got it nice and refurbished. Only cost a couple grand, so not much. There's no like additional instrument cluster or anything in there. It's literally just the windows and the roof. Everything else inside of the cab is still the same, but yeah, I'm really happy to have that back. It's gonna be I've done a few jobs with it. As you can see, it's connected to the windrower, so I've been working on some hay and some contract work in the off camera. So it's been a pleasure to be able to drive this again, and I love it. And still have the good old New Holland. This has seen better days. The hours are really starting to rack up on this. I think I got like 35 hours on it right now, which in Farming Simulator is quite a bit. Your vehicles start to wear down pretty quickly, and it need to be repaired more frequently as the hours increase like that. So I think in the future we're going to save some money, try to get another tractor kind of this caliber. I haven't really thought too much of what that's going to be yet, but once we get the cows all situated and start making a little bit of cash, maybe we'll be able to throw some at a new tractor. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens with that. But the main goal for today is, like I said, it is October. There's a little bit of rain in the forecast, like maybe an hour or two in the afternoon. So nothing that's going to drastically impact the day, at least I hope. But what we need to do today is go ahead and get some of the fields planted, actually. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about. So if you look at the crop calendar, we can actually plant our winter crops. So before this, I actually planted, my wheat and everything in the springtime. Right in March, we started in the spring. But since we can plant it in the fall and have a little bit bigger of a window, that might not be such a bad thing. So, and then in the spring, we only have to worry about planting our corn in April. So what we're going to do is we're going to, if you look at the map here, I also put down some oilseed radish in these fields. And so what I want to see is I have the seeder over here already. I'll just go hook up to it with the tractor in field 59. What I want to see is, will I be able to, so this seeder is a direct drill seeder. It's the Pronto 6DC, part of the new horsch aggravation DLC. And what's cool about direct drill seeders is that you don't need to cultivate before you seed or plow. But since you need to cultivate the oilseed radish into the ground, that gives a fertilizer state, and this seeder can also hold fertilizer. So what I'm curious about is if I plant with this seeder and have it loaded with fertilizer, will I automatically get two fertilizer states, one from the cultivation of the oilseed radish and one from the fertilizer, from the seeder. So we're going to test that out. We're going to see. If not, then I'm going to have to go through and just like cultivate this, and then I guess go back over it with this seeder. But I don't see why it wouldn't work like that. And if it does, it'd be awesome, because that literally means that we're cutting out a whole process of with all these fields that we plant with oilseed radish. And so I did opt to plant two of them with oilseed radish. The other two I had to plow them, and I didn't really feel like, planting the oilseed radish in these. So we'll just go ahead and fertilize those the old-fashioned way. But yeah, so these two fields are going to be for our, I believe 59 is going to be, I want to say wheat. Yes. So this was our cornfield, 59. If we look at our crop rotation, uh, after corn, we need to plant wheat. So that's going to go in 59. And then in 60, we're going to plant oats because that's where the wheat was. We're going to go plant oats in that field. And then 58 and 57 are both going to be corn. So that's going to give a huge, huge corn harvest next year. I think what I might even do is I might just forage 58 and 57. I'm thinking about just letting it grow and then we can just sell that crop because after how much we got in the bunker silo from 59, I mean, we kind of had it half full already from some of the grass silage and stuff, but I kind of overfilled it, and I wonder if just 58, just foraging that will be enough for the year. Um, if not, then maybe I can get a little bit from 57 and then save the rest for harvest. But yeah, things to think about. But yeah, we're gonna have a ton of corn this coming year, which is good. But anyway. So a couple of other things. If you'll notice, if we go over here, run over here real quick to the sheep field, we'll go ahead and jump over this wall. But so we have this sheep field over here, and what I wanted to do was try to plant some grass in here, and like seeded grass. So I went through, I cultivated it, I seeded it, and I don't think it worked. So I think that this field is specifically set up in the map to be sheep pasture. So it doesn't, you can't actually plant the designated area that, is like meant to be the actual sheep area, which you could see kind of the difference in the terrain here. You see the green to the brown. This where this dirt is, this was grass before, but it only grew to be, this high. This is how the texture looked. And then when you cut it, it doesn't actually register as grass. It just like goes away and just turns into the ground. So it doesn't actually give you a crop. Whereas like this green part here is what I actually just seeded. This is the field that I plowed and seeded, or the part of it. So it actually is growing. So we were able to cut around this and just like the perimeter and get like 3 or 4 bales off of it. So maybe I'll do that again, or I might just leave it. So that's that. And then there's actually one more area. I'll go to the mini map here. This spot here. So this was where I think if you remember in either the last episode or a couple episodes ago, I told you guys that there was a fence here, and I deleted that fence using the map objects hider. And so then I went through and plowed this and kind of plowed this whole area here. It's kind of shaped this weird shape. This part here is all field now, and so I seeded that with grass, and so hopefully that'll grow a little bit better. And my plan is, since it is October, that means we can actually do some mowing as well. So if we mow, I think this field here, our course play field, and then field 109, they should be ready to be mowed for the last cut of the year. These other areas here I'll get to in November because I waited, like a month to do those in the beginning of the year and in the summer. So I'm going to wait another month to cut these areas and this spot here. But at least I can get these two done. And if I get these two done, the plan is to plow these up and then replant them with the seeded grass. So I think that should give us a little bit better yield. And we definitely have the time to do it if we, get this done maybe even tomorrow, possibly. So, or October 3rd, the third day in October. So we got some time on our hands. We'll get the oilseed radish cultivated and the seeds planted in these two fields, hopefully both today. And then we'll get the grass mowed during the rest of the month, and we can plow it and replant it before the winter hits. Which the planting window for grass, I believe we can still plant it in November. Yeah, so even if worse comes to worse and we got to wait till November to plant it, we can still do that. But we can definitely plant it in October as well, and it'll be all ready for next year and seeded and ready to go. So that is basically the update. I also did do a let me throw on the HUD real quick. If you'll see, we're up to 128 grand. After we spent a lot on vehicle maintenance in the past month, and I actually forgot just remembered, gotta pay Jerry as usual. So yep, there's his 5 grand. I'm thinking about, maybe next year, maybe trying to hire an additional hand on the farm as well. That might help, and maybe giving Jerry a little bit of a raise, and maybe paying the other guy a little bit less for starting off. Just starting off. So we'll see though. We'll see how we do once the cows get here and see how much money we make. But yeah, so we do have 123 grand in the bank, but that's just from we spent a lot on vehicle maintenance. Like I said, we were at about 100,000, and then we got another 15 grand from a contract. We did a silage contract, and then I actually ended up selling those silage bales directly instead of keeping them, because we have so much, which I forgot to show you guys that too. Let me show you what we got going on here. So before we actually do some work, one more thing. Tons of silage bales in there, tons of hay bales in there, some hay bales in there. And if we go around to this barn over here, tons of silage bales in here, and a whole bunch of straw bales. This was just from those our harvest from this year. We have quite a bit of straw in here, so I don't know if it'll be enough for 1,000 cows, but it'll definitely hold us over for a little bit. And yeah, if we need to buy some more, we'll buy some more, but that's not a bad start. And then in addition to what we already have in the bunker silo in terms of silage, we just have tons and tons and tons of silage. So it just has to be enough. I'd be surprised if it wasn't, but again, I have no idea. But anyway, that is all the updates that I wanted to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and actually get to some work. We'll go ahead and jump in the New Holland here and head over to the field and pick up the cedar. Just got to drop off this trailer around the corner, and I'll see you guys over at the field. All right, here we are. Just got to hook up to our extension here. We can get some more fertilizer out of this, I believe. And then we will back up. Yep, got some fertilizer in there. Let's go hook up to the cedar. Yeah, so this is the moment of truth. So let me just make sure that I have the right season here. So for 60, I think we're planting wheat, I want to say. Nope, definitely planting oats, because we planted wheat last year in there. So let's plant some oats. And all right, here we go. So let's unfold our cedar and kind of get started here. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a pathway just to see if it is in fact going to fertilize 2 states instead of just 1. I'm skeptical, but I have a feeling it might work. So let's check it out. All right, so if you jump out here, let's see. So our yield bonus is 70%. Say my fertilize 43%. So yeah, so I don't actually think I'm gonna be able to get both states. Nope, too good to be true. I had a feeling. So let me unload the fertilizer real quick and just make sure that the direct drill actually still gives us the benefit of the oilseed radish, because that would be a shame if we didn't even get that. Then I'd just have to go back and cultivate it into the ground, I guess, which is fine. But just want to make sure before we do the whole field that we actually get the benefit of the crop. All right, so now just to make sure, let's go ahead and see if we are still getting fertilizer state, which it looks like we are. All right, so that's good. So at least we're getting the benefit of the oilseed radish. We can't fertilize 2 states at once, which I guess makes sense. So we'll just have to come back and put some fertilizer down on the field once we are done. Once we start to see the first growth stage of the crop, so which is good because we can actually still get that done by the before the winter. We should be able to get it done in at least a month. So that's cool. No worries there. Let's just go ahead and carry on with this. Shouldn't take us too long, and I'm probably not going to have Jerry do anything just yet. I might, give him the morning off. He really did a lot for us last month, so I'm cool with giving him a minute. But what I will do pretty soon, though, is probably have him. I'll probably have him do the fertilizing once we get, actually, I also need to have him spray for herbicide. So yeah, I'm gonna have him do that once I get done planting this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this planted first, and then I'll call him up, have him come down, get some herbicide down for us, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the next field. So talk to you guys in a bit. All right, and as we're doing this here, I between the footage that you just saw and this footage, I actually, jumped out of the game and didn't play for, a couple days, but when I came back, the map updated, and it said that there was actually an update to some of the lighting settings, and I think that maybe I'm just not remembering correctly, but I think that it actually looks a little bit different and really, really good. And I knew that Court Farms, had custom lighting, but yeah, I think it looks really, really nice right now with these settings. So yeah, if you have this map, go ahead and update it, because I don't know, maybe I'm just misremembering, but I do think it looks different. Something about it's like a little brighter or something, like especially the field's a little bit brighter, the way the sun's reflecting off the tractor. I think it looks pretty good. And also, in these past couple days, been reading some of the comments and stuff on some of the videos and in the series, and somebody pointed out to me that you actually don't need straw to make TMR. It's purely a filler, and so what you could do is just use hay and silage, and using straw is a little bit cheaper because you don't use as much hay and silage to get like the same amount of volume of TMR. But since I kind of want to save my straw to make manure and things like that, I almost am tempted to not use it in the TMR and kind of see what happens. I mean, we do have tons of silage, and we're gonna do another hay cut this month and potentially into the next month if we have to, but the final one for the fall, I think I'm gonna do hay, since we have just so much silage. I don't think we're gonna need another cut of silage. But yeah, so that's and I did look it up, and it actually is true that you don't need straw for TMR. You can just get away with hay and silage. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna give that a shot. Maybe save our straw a little bit, and if we need it later on, then we definitely have some to work with. But for now, we'll give it a shot. And yeah, we're just gonna wrap up this field here, and like I said, once we get done with this, we're gonna call up Jerry, have him spray it with herbicide, and then we'll come back and fertilize it again in the next growth stage. But yeah, then once we're done with this one, we're gonna go head over to the field, that one right there to the right, that's very green. That one has oilseed radish in it as well, and I think we're gonna plant some wheat there. So we're planting some oats here, and then that one's gonna be the wheat field, because that was one of the old that was the old cornfield. So yeah, we're gonna go for the wheat for that one. But no worries. And then yeah, we still gotta plant the corn, but that won't be able to happen until the spring. So these fields are gonna sit, those couple fields are gonna sit dormant for quite a while. And I don't even know if I'm gonna put oilseed radish in them, to be honest, because I don't know, I might just fertilize them by themselves and call it a day. I'll save myself some work in the springtime. But yeah, we'll cross the bridge a little bit later when we get there. Yeah, just gonna go ahead and wrap this up, and then I will talk to you guys in a second. All right, here we go. Last pass of this field, and then we'll go head over to the next one. This seeder is awesome. It really takes like no time at all to get through these fields. And honestly, maybe I'll even wait to call Jerry for a second, because it is supposed to rain today, but just for a couple of hours. It's nothing crazy at all, but We're not gonna be able to make it through there, are we? I have to fold up. I don't want to damage the equipment by driving through the hedges, but that's all right. Very easy to maneuver with the seeder. Actually, can't complain. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a. I think we got to change this one to wheat if I remember correctly. Yep, that was our old cornfield, so gonna plant some wheat there. Let's go ahead and unfold this again. We'll get started pretty quickly. I'll call Jerry and have him start heading over here with the sprayer, so we can get that done. All right, guys, and it looks like we're almost done here. Didn't take too much time at all. Jerry's sitting over there waiting for the us to get done with this so we can come over and spray the field. I'm not sure if we're gonna make it on with the amount of seeds that we have. I think I might have to go back and get some more before we wrap this up. We're really cutting it close, but yeah, we had a little bit of rain come through about like 2 hours ago. Just rain, you know, for just a really light drizzle for a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Not enough to, you know, delay any of our work for the day. And it also gave me a chance too. I actually forgot. And something that I forgot that we had to do during the rain was actually, I realized that we were out of herbicide. So I had to go back to the store and go grab a couple pallets. So that, you know, was like the perfect time to do it. By the time we got back, the rain was pretty much done and we were able to get back on with our work. So again, you know, no delays in the day at all. So yeah, I'm a little, we might, do you think we'll make it? I don't know. Don't think that we will. Probably gonna have to go back and just get a few more seeds to finish up. Are you serious? It's just, I really gotta go fill up again for this. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Well, here we go. I think I actually, for some reason, I noticed that I was driving around when I got back from the store. There's actually this random tub of seeds sitting up over here, and I don't remember why these are here. I don't remember why when I put these there or why I would have put them there. I actually have no idea, but nonetheless, they're here. So I'm just gonna fill it with these real quick and head back over there and finish that up. Yep, good enough. 9%. We only need like one, so I can't believe we got that close. That's unbelievable. Okay, those are renovated tractor, looking good. Running fantastic as well. That's another thing too. I know I talked about this in the last episode. The hours are getting up on this tractor. I got to start thinking about maybe a replacement over the next year. Hopefully the cows will be lucrative enough to where we can afford something like that, you know, a bigger ticket item. I know we already have to spend quite a bit of money on some equipment that we don't have yet. But well, we could always lease that too. So, but I would like to own, if we get a new tractor, I would like to own it. So I don't really care for leasing tractors unless I absolutely need to. And these ones here, you know, they're still doing the job. Even that little Ford still can do a lot of the things around the farm. Just, you know, can't run the seeder or anything, but so it would be good to get like another one that can do this. Yeah, so we're just wrapping this up here. And now what I want to do is go back, hook up the mower. I'll have Jerry come over here and get this sprayed with the herbicide. And then we can kind of check this field off for now, at least until the next month, until we got to fertilize it again. But no worries. That'll give us a chance too to use that. I also picked up some more fertilizer from the store when I was over there, and realized that I haven't even used the our big Bradall fertilizer spreader yet for anything. So that'll be give us a chance to finally get to use that on the farm. That thing is super effective, really quick too, and yeah, fertilizing is super easy. So especially now that we already got one coat in the ground with the oilseed radish. So I think that was well worth it to do, and it's also super cheap, so cannot complain there. But I'm actually gonna move this tractor out of the way so I can wash that, get it all cleaned up, since we're not gonna be planting any more seeds for quite a while. I want to make sure that's in good shape. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hook up to the mower like I said, and we'll get probably this field here to our left, field 109. We'll get that cut, as well as this custom course play field right up here in front of us. Those are the first ones that are always due to get cut, at the beginning of the month. So I'm going to get those done, and then next month we'll get, the other areas done, like around the cow barn, all the cow barns and stuff, those random fields. But yeah, still a lot to do, but let's keep on pushing on. We're making great progress. It's only 1 p.m. in the day, and we're already done with our field work. But yeah, let's go and get this cleaned up, and then jump into the mower and get started with all that. All right, guys, we're just getting on to our last couple of passes here. And, you know, I know this probably will be a little bit of a shorter episode. I actually don't know because I didn't edit it yet. But if what I think I'm about to do, well, I edit, probably going to be a shorter episode. So apologies for that. But, you know, this is nothing that you haven't seen me do before. Just making some hay, you know, driving the old Ford around. And, yeah, I'm just going to do this for the next couple of days and then into the next month with those other fields. And I'm also going to fertilize the fields, like I said, a couple times. But other than that, you know, there's really not much else that needs to be done. Maybe fit in a, you know, contract or two even if I can. But yeah, I think I'm just going to call it for today for the episode. And because I'm really excited to, you know, just kind of keep this moving along and get the cows here as quick as we can. So yeah, I'm going to, you know, finish up this field and then just call it a day. And I'll talk to you guys again once the cows are in the winter. So gonna just keep on pushing on here. Still, you know, like I always say, there's still plenty to do, but nothing, you know, nothing crazy, and just kind of, you know, there's just a long time left. A couple months, you know, we can get a lot done in a couple months in the game, but I think I'm just gonna really focus on, you know, getting this hay all ready to go, which is gonna be tough because it is supposed to rain tomorrow and the day after. So I don't know how much rain we're supposed to get. I got to check the weather. But hopefully it's, you know, just a little bit and not so much that we can't keep making this hay. So anyway, yeah, hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far. I know I've been enjoying making it. It's been a lot of fun to do and something a little bit different. So I hope you guys are looking forward to the outcome as much as I am, which I'm a little bit skeptical still of what's to come, but you know, I think it'll be fun and a fun challenge nonetheless. So stick around for the next episode. Cows are coming. I'll see you guys in the winter. In the meantime, hope you all have a great rest of your week. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.